Check. There we go. 2033, everything's so good. What's it looking at? Hello. Check. Okay, everything's working. Back to the stream.
I'm gonna go back home and get food.
Okay, you can come back whenever you want. Hello. One concurrent viewer. Okay, you can come back whenever you want. Yeah? Okay, one sec. Welcome back, everybody. Yep, guys, looks like Bryce Benzie's tracker still not working. He's on the highway. Since they're all by the highway, he could be getting worked on, but I would not believe so, since he's been there for 28 minutes and it still says he's going 41 miles an hour and it doesn't show his mileage, which means it's most likely an issue with that. Oh, guys, big move. Looks like Alan Impudia, unofficially on time, is ahead of Tavo. Tavo Vildosla now in second place. He has passed him. Oh, guys, big move, big move. Bryce Menzies' tracker now working. This is showing he is indeed still in first. Bryce Menzies is still in first. He's at mile marker 207 about. With Tavo back in second and Pudia still in third. Rosler, Mike Walser in fifth. This is big. This is big. Bryce Menzies. Bryce Menzies going 69 miles an hour. Nice. Looks like he is in first. Tracker is working. Tracker is working. That is good. That is good. Tavo still in second. And Pooty still in third. Rossler pretty close. Walser pretty close. Rob Mack. And then Paul Wheel. And after Paul Wheel, Steve Olagus. Steve Olagus and Dan McMillan are stacked together. Pretty close here, if you ask me. Dan McMillan. Roberto Romero Jr. 171, 14 minutes ago. His tracker stopped working. David Payne. Luke McMillan. As you guys know, or maybe know, Luke McMillan was having power steering issues. Luke McMillan was having power steering issues, but now Bryce Menzies' tracker is back on and working, and it looks like he's at mile marker about 220. Mile marker 220 going 50 miles an hour. Tavo just reached mile marker 200. He's at 202.1. Then Alan and Pudia after that. Then Larry Rossler, Mike Walser, Rob McCachran. Yep, Tracy Graff has actually passed Steve Olagus and Paul Wheel. After that, still Dan McMillan. Roberto Romero, his tracker is not working. Same place Bryce's did. There might be issues with actually the Mexicali 5 highway. But it does look like Bryce Menzies is at a huge pace right now. He is about to catch his 5th motorcycle of the race. If you guys have any questions about the race or how to stream or what I use to stream, just type them in the comments. Let's see where Harley Letner's at. Mikey Lawrence, Gustavo Jr., Cole Potts. Okay, everybody's moving up. Cole Potts, Mikey Lawrence, Luke McMillan, Clay Lawrence, and David Payne are all next to each other, with Gustavo Sr. still not working. His tracker's still not working. Then Kevin Thompson and Gary Magnus. Harley Letner is driving for Kevin Thompson right now in their new all-wheel drive Herb Smith fabrication truck. Bryce Menzies slowing down a little bit. Could be technical stuff. He is on the base of some hills, including this hill here, the base of the hills, so it could be technical here. We don't know. Guys, it looks like there are 25 trophy trucks currently on track, 7 trophy truck legends, 9 class 1s, 31 spec trucks, 16 class 10s, 20 UTV Pro Opens, which would include the new Razor Pro Rs and factory Razors and souped up Can-Ams. Pro UTV Open, Pro UTV Forced Inducted, which is just normal turbo class, 22 of those. 3 class 7s. Let's look at the trophy trucks. Show only this layer. So guys, these are all the trophy trucks on course here. These are all trophy trucks on course. Cameron Steele still broke down. For some reason, he's on the Mexican highway. This, I know, people cross this. There's a video on YouTube. There's a short by Dirt Life magazine right now up already. Andrew Myers, 3 hours ago he was here. So Andrew Myers is either down for the count or he's having tracker issues. Cameron Steele, I believe, would be having tracker issues. Sam Baldy, 0 miles an hour. He's stuck having issues. I'll look into that more. Jonathan Brenthal, 0 miles an hour. Ryan Daniel, 0 miles an hour. 12 miles an hour. Wade Porter, 0 miles an hour. 0. Tim Herbst, almost in last place. Hopes that they can get their truck back together. Going 30 miles an hour. Dan Myers, looks like his truck is back up and running. Dan Myers was doing pretty good, but now from 6 minutes ago, he's been doing 0 miles an hour, so he's ran into issues. Kevin Adler doing okay, beating Greg Adler. Kevin Thompson still over there. Looks like there's a lot of people. Luke McMillan has officially overtook Cole Potts. These guys are all really close here, fighting in each other's dust. Dan McMillan is close to Tracy Graff and Steve Olagus. Big jump to Paul Wheel. Another big jump to Rob. Another big jump to, Gustave Sr. back on track. His tracker was down and it showed he was here by Luke. Now he's all the way here. Oh, here we have Rob McCachran. Tracker updated right next to Gustave Sr. Mike Walser still ahead. Larry Rossler. And then down here we have Alan Impudia. Oh, look at this, guys. 5 minutes ago, Bryce Menzies. Looks like his tracker is still having current issues because Gustave Sr. Tavo Vildosola Jr. is in first now, going 40 miles an hour at 208. That's kind of weird. Bryce has been having issues all day. If you guys have any questions about the race or not even trophy truck class or where anybody's at, just comment. Here's everybody, not just the trophy trucks. Let's look here. How's this been going? Earlier, the 1X was in first and dropped back to fourth. What is he in now? Third. They are currently by the Europen wash. Connor Eddy has dropped from second to fourth in the motorcycle class. That's not good. My man Connor Eddy was all the way up here. Wow, these guys making great time here. Looks like Mr. Salas already turning into Europan Wash. Narin on the 3X. He's about to be turning on to the Europan Wash. The 1X of Juan Carlos still in third, and Connor Eddy still in fourth. They are all moving up together. They're all pretty close. They've been passing each other all day here. Let's look back here. 7 minutes ago, Bryce's tracker not working. Tavo is going 0 miles an hour 0 minutes ago. This could mean he's in a pickle here. So if Bryce's tracker still works and this updates, ooh, he's still at 0 miles an hour after the update. This could be it for Tavo Vildosla. He's stuck right now. It looks like he's not moving. Bryce Menzies, tracker not working, but I know Bryce is still moving for a fact. Tracker's not working though. It's happened 3 times this race already at least, guys. Oh, Alan Apudi has moved all the way down here. He's flying, guys. Oh, wait. Bryce Menzies' tracker has officially turned back on. Tavo, 0 miles an hour. Still. Tavo's having issues, guys. I'd say power steering or flat. He's been there for a little while. Bryce Menzies is back going 30. Excuse me. 37 miles an hour. Let's check back at our moto buddies in Europe. Okay, looking pretty much the same. Juan Carlos is where Mr. Salas on the 11X used to be. He's pretty deep into the European wash. The 3X also there. They have a little ways to go, a hairpin. They're going to go back up eventually like this. Yep. Back up, back down, and all the way back up. All the way here. The start finishes there. I don't know why the tracker only shows the race going to here. I don't know if they're expecting everybody to be off the course and they're going to go backwards on the course back. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But I'm just confused on why it shows stopping here. If you guys know in the comments, let me know right now, please. Let's check back on our trophy truck boys. Bryce Menzies going 100 miles an hour. He is flying currently. He was down here. He's already up here. He is close to mile 250, or I say close. I mean about mile 225 currently. Alan Ampudia is about to pass Tavo. He's a half a mile behind Tavo currently. Tavo is having issues for sure. We know for a fact now. Larry Rosser still about at the same pace. Rob McCacker and Mike Walsh are battling it out. Gustave Sr. still there. Steve Olagas, Tracy Graff, Dan McMillan, Paul Wheel. These 3 guys, even 4 if you want to count it, are all in a big fight here. They were pretty spread apart. Paul Wheel was in front of everybody. He's going 4 miles an hour, which is definitely a factor. Dan McMillan and Tracy Graff have been battling it for at least 20 miles. Steve Olagas has been in front of him the whole entire race, though. If we refresh, it'll show Bryce Menzies is already up here again, still doing about 85. Tavo Vildosla actually back on track here, going 42 miles an hour. Maybe Alan Ampudia did not have enough time to catch up to him. We don't know for a fact, though. Tavo Vildosla is back. Alan Ampudia still in third, going 6 miles an hour. I don't know if he's having issues or that was at the time of track updated. What place is Chris Miller in? What up, Guy Miller? I love that you're back. What place is Chris Miller in? Chris Miller. Let's see, Chris Miller. Chris Miller looks like he's going 65 miles an hour. He's at mile 60. It updated this many times. If we look out, Chris Miller. See, for scale, Chris Miller right here in the top corner, as you guys can see, and Bryce Menzies is about right here at mile 220, and he's at mile 60. So, Guy Miller, he's got a little ways to go currently, but it's looking pretty good for him. See, Chris Miller should be somewhere over here. Yep, Chris Miller. Right here. The 240, he is behind an 81 full truck. Craig Scanlon, he is in a Polaris Pro R. We know that, and we know that he's been having issues all race. That might be why he's on the highway. Maybe he found his pit crew up there, and he's getting worked on right now. We don't know for a fact, though, but we know he is been in a little bit of trouble this race so far. If we go back over here, Bryce Menzies, again, going almost 100 miles an hour. He's flying. Tavo and Alan Apudia, still very close. Let's look at the fight over here. Okay. Steve Olliges has passed Senior. Tracy Graff right behind him. Dan McMillan going 61 miles an hour. He lost a drastic amount of time behind Tracy Graff. And then Paul Wheel. It looks like they're all back nowhere near each other anymore. Well, when I say nowhere, I mean at least 5 miles. Larry Rossler, for some reason it shows that he's way off track here. I don't know. I don't think this would be true. Hey, no problem, Guy Miller. And need any other questions? You looking at anybody else right now? Do you guys have any other questions? Any questions? It is officially 2 o'clock. Guys, let's take a quick refresh of vehicles. If you're Guy Miller, if you're still looking for Mike Walser, He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 5th place currently. Bryce Menzies looking fantastic. He was over here. Now he's over here. This is a very fast spot. They're going about 100 miles an hour here. Tavo is right now. Alan Impudia, his tracker is a little bit laggy. He's been around the same area for a while. Same as Larry Rossler. Larry Rossler's tracker is very wacky right now. He's been here for a while. Mike Walzer, I don't believe that he pulled away that quick. Hey, Guy Miller, if you're still here, what truck is Mike Walzer in right now? Do you know? I didn't know if he was in his truck or if he was with someone else co-dogging. Let's look back at these guys. Okay, here they were all right here in Europon, right here in the beginning of the wash. They're making their way through. 11X is pulling away very fastly. 3X is still in the same pace as he was earlier behind him. And Juan Carlos and Connor Eddy, very close battle here. They're exactly 0.3 miles behind each other. And these guys are exactly a mile behind each other. You don't know, Guy Miller? No problem, no problem. Is Chris Miller in your dad's truck? Do you know? Okay, guys. Here we have Alan Impudia. He's now crossed this hairpin, and he's now at mile marker 2:15. Tavo still ahead of him at 2:18, 3 miles ahead of him on this long stretch here. They're flying. Bryce Menzies 3 minutes ago hasn't updated in 3 minutes. Guy Miller, don't know if you're in the chat anymore. If you are, is Chris Miller in your dad's truck? Okay, guys, looks like Bryce Menzies' tracker is now working. He was about right here. He's now ahead. Bryce Menzies' tracker is a little janky right now. It doesn't show what mileage he's at. It does show miles an hour though, and when it was last updated. But as you can see, say I just go over to a random guy, Alan. It shows what mile he's at. Oh, it just changed. Let's go. Allen is on the move, 83 miles an hour. Tavo has turned the hairpin and is now on the hunt for Bryce. He's hungry. Larry Rossler, he's moved a little bit, not drastically. Mike Walzer has passed Juan Gonzalez. I don't know if you're still wondering about Mike Walzer. Robert Romero Jr. in the 33 truck. He's moving. It's weird. Gustave Jr. is right here where Larry Rossler was. It's like a glitch right here. Rob McCachran, Steve Olagus, Tracy Graff, Dan McMillan. So now Tracy, which I think Justin Bean is driving for right now. Justin Bean is chasing down Olagus. They're pretty close. They're about... Actually... Oh, it just updated. Never mind. It just updated. They're now 1 mile behind each other, which is still drastically close. Guys, looks like Bryce Menzies still, his tracker hasn't updated. Like I said, it's been janky all race. Tavo chasing him down. Allen's still there at 218. Rossler slowly gaining up to this hairpin turn. Let's see, we have the 86A and the 257X in a little battle here. I think that's actually some quad bike action. Don't ask me though. If you guys want to know how to find this yourself, you can go Race Desert 2023 Square Baja 500 live video tracking weatherman and updates. Cherable Herps has also right here. Cherable Herps has also been watching, or they've been recording Thor and Pierce Herps' spec truck the whole entire race, which I think if we check back here, if we hit refresh and go for the first 200 truck, Jason McNeil is back in first for Trophy Truck Spec, also known as 6100 in America. EJ Herps, second. Christopher Pavaldi, third. Thor Herps has actually went from second to fourth, I guess. Not too bad. He is actually 1.5 miles behind Pavaldi, and these guys are only half a mile from each other. Okay, now that's all changed. It looks like, oh guys, here, huge update in the 6100 race. Elijah Keeger, who I think is in the Coastal Tisco truck right now, is in first. Michael Marshall behind him, I don't know what truck he's in right now. And then Pavaldi, and then McNeil. So McNeil's been going from first to top 5 this whole entire race. Crazy. Ooh, now Michael Marshall's ahead of the Coastal truck now. It's changing. It's a back and forth race here. Brad Wilson. I don't know if is Brad the first? No, he's not. Cody Reed is the first Class 1 right now. Brad Wilson, my man Brad, is in second. Let's check back with Bryce and all of them. Yep, guys, Bryce's tracker's still not working. Tavo catching up. It looks like he's catching up and Bryce isn't doing crap. It's just because Bryce's tracker isn't working. Tavo's right here doing 16 miles an hour at 225. Alan and Pudia right here doing 4.8 miles an hour, which seems kind of odd. I mean, there is this small mountain. This could be rocky here. I'm not sure, but it is a little odd to be doing 4 miles an hour in a race truck on this straightaway, if you know what I mean. If we hit refresh, anything gonna change? Nope, nothing changes for Bryce. Nothing changes. Oh, Alan and Pudia, it now says 0 miles an hour, 0.1 miles ahead of where he used to be. Alan and Pudia. Right now we have 4 concurrent viewers. If we go back here, full screen mode, refresh. Yeah, Bryce Menzies and Tavo, both still frozen. Same as Allen. Oh, here we go. Larry B. Rossler. Looks like he's on the front stretch now. It has changed a little bit. That is good. We love to hear it. If you guys have any questions about the race or how I'm doing today or how you're doing today, type in the chat. We're just here to chill. I'll be here for about 3 more hours live streaming. We got all day, baby. We're just going to be chilling here. I sadly could not come to Baja 500 this year, but my dad is currently here somewhere on the race course. A lot of you know he's a photographer. Some of you don't. Okay, we're going to refresh the whole entire race. We're going to go back to these lead dirt bikes we were watching. Looks about the same. They're all doing their own pace here. No big changes. At least right there. Okay, here we go. I don't know if Guy Miller's still in the chat, but Mike Walser, first person I've seen actually hit 101 miles an hour right here. He is flying, guys. The number 87, Mike Walser. Shout out to him. He's going 101 miles an hour. Larry Rosser's going about 80. I would suppose so after this little turn right here. They're about 217.6, 216. They're about a mile apart from each other. Oh, here we go. New update, Larry Rossler out here. For some reason showing him off course, which is most likely not true. I am really just waiting for Bryce Menzies. His tracker has been working all day. Here we go, guys. This is showing where the wind is. It looks like there are some 20-mile-an-hour winds off the coast, which, I mean, we're not worried about, obviously, because we're not in the ocean. But it looks like the wind here at the race is about 6 miles an hour to 0 miles an hour. Very, very calm day on the peninsula. 6 miles an hour. Not really gonna do much. We actually have a new update. Tavo Vildosla out mile 231.6, going 34 miles an hour. Distance to check 297 miles. And Bryce Menzies still not updated. Alan and Pudia still not updated. Tracker's not working. I have a feeling Alan could be actually broke though, because he's been there for a while. Even though it keeps updating, it could mean a sign that he's actually broke down there. Excuse me. So, he could be broke down. If we refresh vehicle locations, still about the same. Looks like Larry Rossler and Mike Walser. Mike Walser still doing 90 miles an hour, even though he's about to hit this hairpin turn. What is he doing? Going 90 miles an hour into this turn. I bet you there are some media guys right here just waiting for Mike Walser to hit that going 100 miles an hour. To me, it looks like Alan Apudi might be broke, still at 0 miles an hour at the same location. Bryce Menzies, his tracker hasn't updated in 12 minutes. Tavo Vildosla still right here. Let's go back over to our motorcycle buddies who are getting close to the finish here. Still, everything's still the same. These guys got really close. Juan Carlos put a lot of time on Connor Eddy. Connor Eddy is about a mile behind now. And then Mr. Salas on the 11X is pulling ahead. He currently, out of all trophy trucks in Baja right now, he's on a motorcycle and he's in the lead, even though they started 2 hours, I think 2.5 hours earlier than the trophy trucks. BC4, Edward Muncie. Looks like a bike checkpoint guy on the race. Here we have Larry Rossler and Mike Walser. Both. Mike Walser, man, he is on a move today. He's going 80 miles an hour at least at all times. He's on a move today, guys. Right now we have 5 concurrent viewers. I'd assume Guy Miller has left the chat. You know what? Let's start a poll, guys. Who do you think will win? Right here we'll put Bryce Menzies. And right here we'll put Tavo Vildosla. I don't know if I spelled that wrong. Or Alan Pudia. Ask your community. Okay, guys, go vote. Who do you think will win? Bryce Menzies, Tavo Vildosla, or Alan Pudia? Those are your top 3 right now. If this thing will ever refresh. Alan Pudia is still stuck there. Mike Walser has actually passed Larry Rossler. And Tavo is just putting time in. He's at mile marker 230 still. After that, we have senior Roberto Romero, Rob McCachran are all about to hit the long stretch right here. Just want to tell everybody that yes, I'm watching the cars over the map, and it is a 500-mile race course. I have my microphone over my stream. Okay, guys, Tavo Vildosla has updated his tracker. He is now at mile marker 237, going 50 miles an hour. He was at 230. It is finally updated. Larry Rossler and Mike Walser are still battling it out. They're very close to each other Actually, only 0.1 of a mile from each other. One turn right here separates them. Bryce Menzies, 17 minutes, still hasn't updated. Last time it took him about 26 minutes for his tracker to update. And Alan Pudia still at the same time. Pretty sad. Wish their trackers were doing a little better today, but I want to also point it out there that the highest peaks of the race is at mile marker 100 to 110 is at 5,000 feet in elevation. The start of the race is at actually 0 elevation. And towards the end of the race, it gets faster. You can see on the bottom what I'm looking at on the bottom of your screen. Looks like Connor, Eddie, and our dirt bike friends are approaching mile marker 430 about. Let's check up on them, see how they're doing. Mile marker 420, 425, 11X. These are all right here that you're seeing on the course right here. These 4 dudes are all leading your motorcycle race. This guy is the first person on track out of everybody doing the Baja 500 currently. Looks like there are still some people in the city. Yep, Cameron Steele drove his trophy truck, it looks like, from mile marker 25 or 30 and took a highway all the way back to the city. I don't know if this is true or his tracker is just still on and he's on the trailer. I don't know what happened to Cameron Steele. I'm not going to jump to conclusions and don't quote me, but that looks like what's happening. Rodrigo Ampudia, on the other hand, he is currently in a unlimited UTV, which can have turbo or non-turbo. It can have some engine upgrades, but it cannot be a Pro R or a tuned Can-Am. Those are in the Pro UTV Open class. It looks like he's having issues. He is in a city of Ojos Negros right now. Same as Cody Parkhouse. So tough break for Cody Parkhouse and Cameron Steele. They both had very high hopes for both of their classes. Oh, and here we go, guys. It looks like the 3X has actually passed the 11X for the lead, the overall lead of the Baja 500 on the dirt bikes. Connor, Eddie, and Juan Carlos are both in a fight. They're literally feet from each other right now. One person is voted. They think Bryce Menzies is going to win. That's not a bad guess. Let's go back and let's see if Bryce Menzies' tracker has actually updated. I am hoping that it has. It has not. Mike Walsher and Larry Rossler has passed Bryce Menzies. Not physically, most likely. Tafa Vildosla is probably still in his tracks. It shows that he's in the lead, but Bryce Menzies, his tracker on his car is not working, so it's not going to show correct information because of that. Looks like Tracy Graff and Steve Aldigas and Dan McMillan are still in their little fight here. They're all about to hit this hairpin turn together, and they're all going to be speeding down this. Here we have Robert Romero Jr., Sr., Mike Walser, Bryce Menzies, Larry Rossler, and Alan Ampudia, all in the same type of spots. These Larry Rossler and Alan Apudia. Rob McCachran has now entered this straightaway at mile marker 220. Since he's at 220, this is 220, so he is basically right in this corner right here, or about right here on the front stretch. It's just not updating correctly. We are hoping Bryce Menzies will update his tracker, or he won't. When it will update his tracker. Remember, guys, you can type stuff in the chat. See how you guys are doing today. Guy Miller, I don't know if you're still here, but I made you a moderator for my chat. This is Guy Miller. Guys, everybody go subscribe to him. He's a great kid. His dad races the Sterling Silver Spur truck. He was at the Mid 400, obviously, doing all that. See, there's him. Go subscribe to him if you want. We're going to end the poll here. Most people think Bryce Menzies is going to win the race. Let's refresh the video location. Yep, guys, great news. Bryce Menzies' tracker has officially updated. He is still in first place, going 19 miles an hour. He is still in first. Larry Rossler and Mike Walsher have put a big gap on each other, about a 2-mile gap on each other. Rob McCachran and Robert Romero Jr. are together fighting it out. And also Gustavo Vildosa Sr. Alan Apudia up here. Still tracker not working, or he's broke down. We do not know. But now we know Bryce Menzies still in the lead. Guys, I'll be right back. The stream will still be on, but I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. And I'm going to leave this on. It's on auto refresh, so you should be able to see what's happening. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Calvin Vildosula has gained time on Bryce Menzies. Larry Rossler, unofficially third. Mike Walser still in the same place, hasn't updated. Luke McMillan is back in the race, guys. He had power steering issues all the way up here at mile marker 130. He's back at mile marker 210. He's currently in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th place at least. What up, dudes? I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me in the past 3 months. It's crazy to think that 3 months ago I was only at 200 subscribers and now I'm already here doubling that in 3 months. You know, there's not many races on my list for 2023, but definitely expect to see some upcoming in the fall and winter and especially next year. So I just want to say thank you, and here are some fun clips to watch for my 400 subscriber special. Thanks, guys. What up, dudes? I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me in the past 3 months. It's crazy to think that 3 months ago I was only at 200 subscribers and now I'm already here doubling that in 3 months. You know, there's not many races on my list for 2023, but definitely expect to see some upcoming in the fall and winter and especially next year. So I just want to say thank you, and here are some fun clips to watch for my 400 subscriber special. Thanks, guys. What up, dudes? I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me in the past 3 months. It's crazy to think that 3 months ago I was only at 200 subscribers, and now I'm already here doubling that in 3 months. You know, there's not many races on my list for 2023, but definitely expect to see some upcoming in the fall and winter, and especially next year. So I just want to say thank you, and here are some fun clips to watch for my 400 subscriber special. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Let's see what's been happening here. We have 5 concurrent viewers. Sorry, that was just my 400 subscriber video that I posted. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Here we have Bryce Menzies, still lagging 10 minutes ago. Tavo Doslich catching up to him again. Man, Bryce Menzies' tracker. Let's check back on wind and weather, see if the wind has changed or anything. Okay, let's go back. Bryce Menzies tracker still not working. Alan Pudi tracker still not working. Looks like Luke McMillan has entered the straightaway. Tracy Graff, Dan McMillan, Steve Olagus, Gustavo Jr., Robert Romero, Mike Walser, Rob McCachran, Larry Rosser. Okay, guys, so it looks like Mike Walser, Gustavo Sr., Robert Romero Jr., Alan Apudia, those guys' trackers are not really working. And Bryce Menzies, they're not working the best. They're working, just not the best. Let's look back at our moto guys again. 11X has taken back the lead, with Juan Carlos taking second now, and then the 3X. Whereas, okay, Connor Eddy's dropped back. It hasn't updated. Actually, he hasn't probably dropped back. It just hasn't updated currently. That's probably what I'd say. If you guys know how to if you guys know how to change the thumbnail for a YouTube video, there we go. We're gonna change that to that. Boom. We might also be doing a giveaway here. For Ryzen Media stickers. It's all up to you guys if you want that. Let's look back here. Connor Eddy, still not working. Let's look back over here. Not working for Bryce. Tavo over there. 43, Rossler there. Got McCackern there. Mike Walser still not working. Steve August, Tracy Graff, Dan McMillan, Senior, Romero not working. Luke McMillan looks like he's about to hit mile marker 120 or no 122, I'd say 124. Nice. If you look at the my YouTube channel, Rising Media YouTube channel, you'll see that it's live. We have the live stream right here. I don't know why the thumbnail hasn't changed. Alright guys, I'm just going to let this run, take a little break. I'll be back very soon. Go get something to drink or eat. I'll leave this on, auto refresh, and see you guys in a second.
the same movie theater, but they're not together, Dumbo. Because my sisters and my mom went to visit a new girl.
Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry I had to take a long break, but it looks like I don't know if y'all still here. Bryce Menzies hasn't updated in 34 minutes. Tava Vildosula is 0 miles an hour, hasn't updated. So it says here Larry Rossler's in first and Rob McCackern, which can literally not be true, but Jason McNeil's in first for 6100. I knew that happened. I knew he'd be there. Let's see, how are our motorcycles doing towards the finish line? It looks here that the 11X is still in first with the 3X and then the 1X and then the 9X. Everything is still basically the same. Nothing's really changed. Nobody is currently on race course. It is clear for the bikers to go down the race course. It shows this one guy's on the race course, but this is showing that my man Chris Miller is off pace on a highway, same as Rodrigo Ampudia. This guy is actually probably, it's a class 7. He's not actually racing. Here are your first leaders of bikes coming through. They're all split up a little bit. My man Connor Eddy in 4th right now. The 1X in 3rd. The 11X in 1st. They have a clear shot. They have about a good little amount left. That's the finish line right there. Right here we have Cameron Steele. He has been non-movement the whole entire game. Or race, my bad. So I don't think, no. Okay, someone just said Chris Miller's still out. This is Chris Miller. Yeah, he's still out. Okay. Another guy on Instagram said, nope. Bryce Menzies, 39 minutes. His tracker is not moving for 39 minutes. So if the new leader of trophy trucks is all the way here, and this is Larry Rossler, and Alan Tavo Vildosa, is right here, and Alan Amputia's tracker is stuck, and he's still right here, that means those three are the actual still leaders most likely, and they're probably actually about right here, around mile marker 300 to 290. So if their tracker was working, I would assume they're from 315 to 290, somewhere right here. Holy crap, we got a ton of people here, guys. Okay, Rolf Helland right here. David Payne right here in the Legends class. First guy, Jason McNeil, is your first guy in the Fiberworks spec truck. And then Elijah Keeger in the Coastal truck. And then Michael Marcel, Mikey Lawrence, Christopher Polvardi, AJ Herbst, Kevin Adler is in a trophy truck. He's behind. Thor Herbst. Michael Walser, also AFK. It shows that he's not moving. Michael Walser, most likely, is actually probably in second place. It probably goes with Larry Rossler, Mike Walser, and then Rob McCackern, and then Romo Jr. This thing's all a little messed up here. That's what I think, though. I put a Q&A up. What's the average trophy truck top speed? You guys, no one guessed. I'm going to end the Q&A. It's almost 150 miles an hour. Let's see, guys. 4 p.m. today to 12 a.m. is posting unofficial finishers. Media Center Red Room tonight. 4 p.m. That is in 48 minutes. 48 minutes. And I'm guessing that these dudes right here, and go all the way up here. This first biker, 11X, he's at mile marker 456. Here's 460, 465, 470, almost 475 is the finish. I'm guessing that he is going to finish because the course is 477 miles long. Yeah, motorcycles will finish before 4 p.m. Mountain Time. I'd say trucks are going to finish in the dark, for sure. That's what I'm thinking right now. In the dark is what I'd say. Here, right now I have a filter. It's only the Trophy Truck Spec Trucks. Here's Travis Williams. He looked really good at pre-running. If you go on Turn 2 TV's YouTube channel, you can see him pre-running. He was doing really good. He must be having problems, though, if he's in, like, third to last right now, because he's a very, very fast racer. He could definitely be in top 5. Pat Sims fast. Jordan Brenthal fast. Jack Olagis, the 16-year-old Jack Olagis. We're going to be following him for a little while. Updated 1 minute ago. He's still here. Then we got Ethan Hagel, Dustin Swanson, Mason Cullen, Scott McNeil, Brent Fox, Ryan Hancock, Justin Davis in his new Tisco truck, Thor Herps, EJ Herps, the Coastal truck, Elijah Keeger, Christopher Polivardi, Michael Marshall. They're right next to each other, literally right next to each other. That's a good race. And then down here, our leader, Jason McNeil. Huge gap. He is so fast, guys. He has a huge gap over everybody. If we go here, let's look for our lead. Yep, I told you guys. Larry Rossler, still here. Mike Walser, he got updated. He's in the first place. I told you that happened. Rob McCachran. Luke McMillan, back on track. Steve Olagis, Bryce Bensie's 45 minutes down, guys. His tracker, I think his tracker is going to be out the rest of the race, but that's just what I think. Tavo Dosla, his tracker has been out the whole race. It shows he's been sitting here the whole entire time. Kevin Thompson, I think Harley Lettner is still in Kevin Thompson's truck. The new all-wheel drive first Herb Smith fabrication. Brad Wilson is your first Class 1. After that, Al Torres. Now, I'm just confused because there was Cody Reed. I don't know what happened to Cody Reed. I'm hoping Cody Reed is still on track somewhere. Jack Olga is still at the same spot. It's not updating. Dale Eberts. Your leader in Class 10 is Francisco Vera, I believe. I'm just confused. I don't know where. Oh, here we go. Cody Reed, right ahead of Brad Wilson. I didn't see that. He's literally a half a mile ahead of Brad Wilson. This is a fight right here. And Jason McNeil being right behind him. Jason McNeil, even though he's in the spec truck, he can still pass both of them. I know it. He's way too fast. It'd be so easy for him. Make sure everything's looking good. Yep, I like it. Everything's looking good on the YouTube channel. Nice. Looks like Cody Reed putting on a little bit of mileage between them. There is 0.3 miles between Brad Wilson right here, and the first spec truck, Jason McNeil. Very close race between those two. Oh, it just changed. Brad Wilson's up there now, and Jason McNeil's ahead of both of them. So guys, it still says that Mike Walsher is still in first, even though we know he's not. We know Bryce Bensie's tracker is down 48 minutes, same as Tavovil Dosla and Alan Impudia. But that's weird. Alan Impudia was down here, and now it says he's up here. he might actually be broke. He might be towed away now, so we don't know. That's unofficial. But Bryce Menzies still might be in first. Alright guys, I'm going to let this auto update and you guys can watch the race. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
People still watching?
Sutter and Gary were watching for a little bit.
Yeah, I found 119 something.
Yep, Bryce Menzies back in first place. Let's go. And then Mike Walsher, Larry Rossler, Gustavo, and Romo. And then Dan McMillan, Luke McMillan, Steve Olgus, Rob McCackron. Then big jump all the way to Cody Reed, Kevin Thompson, Clay Lawrence, Jason McNeil, Brad Wilson. I told you guys, Jason McNeil beat Brad Wilson. 97 years.
I have 4 fingers right now.
No, that's, what do you call it?
Can I do fingers?
97 is the most I've got, and then 4 is what I have right now because I left. So I went from 100 to 4.
Can I hear you right now?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's... Is that...
This guy, I don't know what this guy's doing.
How fast are you going?
42 miles an hour. Did the bikes finish? Oh, they're so close. The first motorcycle is like, oh, he's right here. He's like 2 miles until he wins the race. And then Juan Carlos, and then Nian, and then Cody. Connor Eddy.
Why are some people so far behind?
It's whatever place you got at San Felipe 250 is where you start for this race. So if you crash to San Felipe, then you start last. But anything in orange is a bike or a quad, and they start at 6 in the morning, and then all the trucks started at 9:15. So that's why the trucks are behind the bikes. But they've passed a lot of them.
Roxanne, it's kind of weird for you to be talking to me.
What place is Chris Miller in? Let's check. Chris Miller. He's off route. He's going 12 miles an hour. He's not even on a mile. This is the finish line. That's where he's supposed to go, out here. So he went all the way out. Yeah, Chris Miller's out of the race. Guy Miller. Whoever asked that? Guy Miller? Yeah. Yeah, see how Bryce Menzies hasn't updated in 7 minutes? His updates every 25 to 30 minutes. That's why it's weird. Updates. Okay, 8 minutes ago. Okay, he's at 301, 305. It's fun to see how, like, there's Bryce Menzies, the lead trophy truck, and then right here is the lead class 1 right here, and then this is the lead full-size Jason McNeil. And then where's the first open wheel? Right here.
What does the L mean?
The O?
The L?
It's a trophy truck legend, so it's just a trophy truck, but you're a trophy truck legend if you're over 55 years old. There's 9 trophy truck legends. Right here, trophy truck L's. Oh, there's 7. That means 2 are out. Wade Porter, Jose Flores, Luckily Lawrence. Mikey Lawrence is out. Oh, wow. If any of you have comments about the stream or the race, just let me know. Bryce Menzies still AFK. Mike Walser not updating. Wait, where's... Is freaking Tavo Vildosa is still here. He was here like an hour ago. It's either not working or he's broke, but I think he's just not working. Yeah, but it also says updated 0 minutes ago, but it hasn't been 0 minutes. And distance to check 2 changed. I'm guessing, yep, he won the race. 11X Arturo Salas, actually he's a junior, why did I not say junior? Arturo Salas Jr. is the official winner for Moto. Then Juan Carlos, and there's my boy Connor Eddy, he lives here.
Yeah, there's 2 there.
Yeah, Cameron Steele, he broke. These guys? Yeah, these on. They're literally like 2 roads from the finish line. He finished. Finish. So close. So close. Oh, look at, they're like at the same part. They're like probably racing on the road. I want to see that. And then Connor Eddy's exactly a mile behind them. And then after them, they're like 30 miles behind. Look at Connor Eddy. There's the next guy. And then after him, them. Why is he off the track? What is bro doing? Bro's going to Alpache. He's going for some tacos. Bam, bam. Bam.
So what are the red ones?
Those are like the miles, what mile they're at. That's 350. Well, 350. There's 400. Oh, they both finished. Good job. There's 477 miles in the race. Okay. Well, I think there's a... I think I smell a hottie right here. Wow. There's a hottie right there. Okay, I'm gonna go back down to Mexico. I just jumped the border. Bryce Menzies, it updated again. Distance to check 1. It's still the same though. It's like the old race. It should say distance to check 3. Where Wilkie at? What class is Wilkie in? Wilkie. Save vehicles by class. Is Wilkie in his trophy truck? No. Because I know there's 2 people with the last name Wilkie this race. Oh, Caden Wells is racing. Let's see how Caden's doing. 130. I think that guy left the chat anyways. This update again? No, it hasn't updated. Yeah, Bryce is still in the lead. I wonder where my dad is. My dad's probably just last stop or second last stop. My dad's probably like right. No, he's probably at one of these turns. No, this turn. No, that's asphalt. Probably this turn. He's probably on the inside. Right about there. Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. I'm back. We've been going at this for 2.5 hours now.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. I can feel your heart.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Right now we currently have your leader, Bryce Menzies, going 60 miles an hour at mile marker exactly 3:30. He has about 140 miles left to the finish. Everybody vote on the poll. Who's better, Mark Post, the driver of the Rivera truck, or Robbie Gordon, the driver of the Unicorn truck? Bryce Menzies' tracker is finally working, guys. Or at least the updates every once in a while now. He's now going 60 miles an hour, 16, sorry, at mile marker 31. Guys, I just want to point it out how big of a lead Bryce Menzies has. He's at mile marker 331, while Mike Walsher is at 314. He's over 15 miles ahead of the next person. And he's 15 miles ahead of Larry Rossler, and then Dan McMillan, then Romo Jr., then Luke McMillan, then Steve Olagus, then Senior, then Kevin Thompson. Does anybody know if Harley Letner is still in the seat for Kevin, or did Kevin switch in right now? Do you guys know? Also, to point out there, Jason McNeil, the first spec truck, is beating most trophy trucks. Cody Reed and Brad Wilson still very close. Elisha Keeger in the Coastal spec truck in second for spec. Then EJ Herbst, Michael Marshall, and then Christopher Polvardi, and then Justin Davis, and then Thor Herbst. Bryce Menzies going 31 miles an hour, approaching mile marker 333. Just want to also point it out there that the only people that have finished are the top 4 motorcycles. There's not another motorcycle in sight for 30 miles, guys. Connor Eddy had a 30-mile lead over Jeffrey Rowe, and Artur Salas, the winner, 11X, unofficially, had a 10-mile lead over Connor Eddy. Bryce Menzies going 36 miles an hour. Also, I want to point out there that 345. This is one of the lowest points in the race here. They're touching the beach right here at mile 350. This is one of the lowest points in the race. Actually, I believe this right here is the lowest point in the race. At this beach. But right here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 motorcycles right here in this little canyon. And Bryce Menzies is hauling 26 miles an hour. Might not seem hauling. Not at this moment, obviously. But look at the difference. Bryce Menzies, first place. Second place trophy truck, Mike Walsher, all the way back here. If you don't know who Mike Walsher is, switch it up. this truck right here. This Mason. Right here. This is Mike Wolster. That's the difference right there, guys. Bryce Menzies going 68 miles an hour. So here's what we're looking at right here. Mason truck in first. Mason truck in second. Not Mason truck in third. Mason truck in fifth. Mason truck in seventh. 8. $13. Right here. 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 And here. No, not here. So basically, Mason trucks, really, all I'm seeing is Mason, Herps, and Geyser trucks. And some Tisco trucks. That's really what I'm seeing right now. Let's hear man Bryce Menzies. His tracker has not been working all day, but it's now working pretty well right now, actually. Bryce Menzies hasn't updated in a little bit. What place is Tavo in? Eli Kell said. Okay, so Long story short, it still says that he is right. Tavo is right here. 9 minutes ago, 34 miles an hour. He was stuck here. I don't know if he was broke or not, or if his tracker wasn't working, or if it still isn't working, but he's been sitting right here for about 30 minutes at least, maybe like an hour. So, yeah. Eli, do you know if his tracker wasn't working or anything? I don't really know. You don't know? Okay. Yeah, cause I don't know, man. He was here. He's right here. That was 9 minutes ago, but he was AFK for like 40 minutes, just sitting right here where Tracy Graff is. Which actually, he says he's 0 miles an hour too. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it's never like for example, Bryce Menzies is leading right now by like 50 miles, dude. Like, he's at mile 337, and Mike Walsher's at 328. So he's like 30 miles ahead of second place. But for most of the race, he actually hasn't even like... Yeah, no service. Yeah. Yeah, no service. It sucks. See, where's Bryce? See you, Bryce, 7 minutes ago. Thanks for the update. No problem, man. Hey, stick around, bud. Hey, what up? What up, Richie Bros? Hey, Eli, you still there? Do you know if... Try to get us some info on if Tavo is going to be sitting or not, or if he's broke. Yeah, it still says he's right here. I have a feeling that I feel like he broke. Like, even if his tracker's still working, I feel like he might have broke. Actually, 3:30 and then 3:45. Mike Walzer is making time on Bryce right now by a lot. But Bryce is also, he's passed 3 lap traffics, almost 8 lap traffics, and he's in a tighter section. And Mike Walzer is at mile 333.3. That's really what at mile 333.3. You guys take a look at this. Rodrigo Ampudia, Cameron Steele, Ramiro Escobedo, Chris Miller, and Cody Parkhouse. They're all on trailers. They're all going home. Same as Juan Sanchotina. This is the next guy right here, Adrian Ortiz. He's going to be our 5th place finisher. Unofficial for dirt bikes. And then Jeffrey Rowe has had some issues. Yeah, so Adrian Ortiz passed Jeffrey Rowe because Jeffrey Rowe, I think, was having some issues. With his bike. He pulled over for a little bit. Okay, so Bryce Menzies going 47 miles an hour through the canyons. He's at mile marker. He's right by the beach. He's about to drop down to the beach. He's going to run into a lot of lap traffic, though. Mike Walzer. If we refresh again, yep, Bryce Menzies moving at an incredible pace. .44 miles an hour through the canyons, going towards the beach right now. Mike Walsher is a 140 miles from the finish. Bryce Menzies is one. It doesn't show because his tracker's been glitched today, so it says distance to check 1, even though he's almost at like check 4 by now. He's probably like 100 miles from the finish. Bryce Menzies, 40 miles an hour. He's about to hit the beach. Right now we're focusing on Bryce Menzies because he is our current leader. If we refresh again, he'll probably be moved soon too. Mike Walsh still all the way up here. His tracker's kind of working. He's going kind of slow for where he is, but... Oh, what? Guys, this is crazy. It shows Andrew Myers in 3rd place. That's crazy. You guys realize Andrew Myers is in 3rd place right now on his tracker? But earlier it said he was right here at mile marker 30, and he was just stopped there for like hours, like the whole time I was streaming. Is he actually in 3rd? And then Larry Rossler, and then Senior, Romo, Olagus, and McMillan. Evan. Luke passed Dan. I don't know if Dan's having issues. He hasn't updated his tracker though, so I'm not sure. Someone said, where's Kevin Thompson? Right here. Can anybody comment if... Do you guys know if Harley is still racing for him? Because I thought Harley was getting out at Valley T. Or is it the opposite? Kevin Thompson's getting out at Harley T. Or is it just Kevin racing? I'm not sure, but I thought Harley started. Looks like your leader is still... Huh. Bryce Menzies going 50 miles an hour. He passed the beach. He's going back up north now. He's going to go north all the way up the coast. Bryce Menzies, 43 miles an hour, leaving the coast. He's heading north. He's going to take this. He's going to go through some curves by the beach still. Hit a straightaway. Oh, guys, he's about to have to pass 4 bikes of lap traffic. It's going to be only lap traffic from there for about 30 miles. Holy crap. Once he gets here, look at this, guys. He's going to have to go through all this lap traffic. And all this. I guess Adrian Ortiz is 2 miles from the finish. We're going to keep this guy. We're going to focus on this guy and watch him finish. Congratulations to him. That is most likely an official 5th place. Mr. Salas on the 11X definitely got the 1st place because he was ahead by miles. I just got word that my dad is here at mile marker 350 about. My dad doesn't have his 2nd place for a while, dude. If Bryce is already up here, 62 miles an hour, man's flying. After that, it's going to be another jump. Okay, my dad's right here, 355. Exactly. Okay, did Adrian Ortiz ever finish? Do you guys know? Let's check. Adrian Ortiz right here. 2.4 miles from the finish line. I believe that this is... Yeah, I think it's a 20 mile an hour speed limit in the city. I'm not sure though. I don't know if you guys know. Let's see, he's 2.6 miles from the finish. 17 miles an hour. He could be going a little faster right now. So we're going to watch this guy finish, and then we're going to go check back on Jason McNeil. Or, I don't know if it's Elijah Kiger anymore, who's leading Spec Trucks. Great race so far. All the trucks are spread out, though, and all the motorcycles are together. Alright guys, looks like Adrian Ortiz is 0.8 miles from the finish. Anybody see Bryce anywhere? Hold up, guys. This is weird. Didn't just say Bryce was right here? Now he's right here. Okay, guys, what we're looking at here is Jason McNeil leading Spec Truck. He's had one flat this race so far, but he's still in the lead. After him, Cody Reed, the first Class 1. A Spec Truck beating Class 1. Not impossible to see, but it just shows how fast After him, it's Michael Marshall. And then Elijah Keeger in the Coastal Truck. Then EJ Herbst. Brad Wilson is your second place right now in Class 1. After that, we're going to go with Thor Herbst, which I believe takes 4th. And I believe Adrian Ortiz is hopping into the finish line right now, guys. Yep, he's a half a mile. Guys, I just got a picture of mile marker 355 and what that looks like. Beautiful pictures. I'll show them to you in 1 second. Here we have Adrian Ortiz, 300 feet from the finish line, about to take the final turn. What that looks like, he has finished the race. Congratulations, Adrian Ortiz. Most likely official 5th place for motos. Good job. You guys want to see a picture? Right now, this is what mile marker 355 looks like. This is where my dad is. This is my dad's picture. This is what mile marker 355 is looking like right on the beach. This photo was taken right about here. My dad was on the outside of this corner, shooting this corner right here. They were looking straight at him. Beach, right behind it. Beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. Nothing better, guys. I'm telling you, Baja's where it's at. What mile first trophy truck? CC Wolf. Thank you for asking, man. We got Bryce Menzies. Mile marker 363. He's going 37 miles an hour. And the crazy thing is, CC Wolf, Mike Walser is behind him, but he is miles behind him. He's about 15 miles behind the one and only Bryce Menzies. If that answers your question. Bryce Menzies is your current leader. 62 miles an hour. Approaching mile marker 65. He is on the beach. I can't believe Andrew Myers is in third place, guys, because originally it said he was in last with Cameron Steele. I don't know if you guys know Cameron Steele was out. He's out of the race. Oh, Andrew Myers, 0 miles an hour. Larry Rossler right behind him, man. He's right on his tail. See how Andrew Myers, you know his tracker's broken because it says distance to check 1 instead of distance to finish. CC Wolf, did that answer your question? Let's refresh here. Mike Walsher, 125 miles from the finish. So Bryce Menzies, guys, is about 110 miles from the finish. 115 miles from the finish. I'm guessing they'll be done before before night. I think it'll make for some really nice sunset shots, but at the same time, I feel like they could end at night. It's really 50-50 because all this up here looks a little technical, and then really fast, and a little more technical, and then you're going to hop on the highway, and then from the highway to the finish. Just so you guys know, the course is exactly 476.8 miles long. You guys have any other questions about a driver or who's leading what class? Let me know. I'll do a quick flyby real quick though. Excuse me. Bryce Menzies is your leader in trophy trucks, going 30 miles an hour at mile marker 364. After that, your leader in spec truck is Jason McNeil at mile marker 313, going 33 miles an hour. After that, it's going to be your first class 1, which is Brad Wilson. Nope, Cody Reed. Mile marker 308, going 25 miles an hour. And then Brad Wilson second. Your first 10 car, Francisco Vera, mile marker 279.2, going 60 miles an hour. Guys, it looks like it does look like Pro Open. UTV Pro Open. Your leader in UTV Pro Open is Brock Hager. 200 mile 266.2, going 35 miles an hour. And then Justin Lambert, then Kristen Matlock, Brandon Sims, and Wayne Matlock. Ronnie Anderson, Josh Rowe, Roger Norman, Mike Caffro, Mike Pratt, Paul Buthart, Austin Wheeland, Harrison Wees, Caden Wells, Tyler Backus, Brandon Walsh, Douglas Mittag, Bernie Gomez, Craig Scanlon. So I just got word that Austin Wheeland, he was originally in first place for UTVs out of all UTVs, but is now in about fifth. There's only one stock full size. John Marshall. He's only at mile 115, which means Bryce Menzies is 3 times the amount of mileage he's at right now. Right there. Let's check back. Where's our leader? Bryce Menzies, still our leader. My dad's right here at this corner. Mike Walser's heading his way right now, and Bryce Menzies is our leader. 26 miles an hour at mile marker 365. I'm getting word from Insta right now that trackers are behind right now for the leading trophy trucks. Bryce Menzies is actually probably about right here then. And my dad texted me, my dad's right here on the outside of this corner, and I said Mike Walser's heading your way. He actually passed him already. Mike Walser's about right here already. So trackers are a few minutes behind. If you have any questions in the chat, just let me know. Okay, guys, looks like Larry Rossler is now in third, and Tavo Vildosa Sr. is in fourth, and Andrew Myers is in fifth. Looks like Andrew Myers ran into a flat or a mechanical problem because he was in third, now he's in fifth. Keep an eye on that number 7 on your screen. He's 100 miles to the finish. I'm going to leave it here for a little bit on auto refresh. Your leader, Bryce Menzies. 70 miles an hour. Mile marker 370. Second place, Mike Walzer. Mile marker 358. Then Larry Rosler. We're going to check Tavo Vildosla Jr.'s status. I believe he's out of the race, though. Do you guys know if he's out of the race or not? Alan Ampudia is finally back on track. Tavo Vildosla at mile marker 293. He's active. He's back on track. He originally was not active. Check back with our leader, Bryce Menzies. Mile marker 370 about. 47 miles an hour. Do you guys want to see any certain racers right now? We've been at this for 3.5 hours now. There are all of your trophy trucks. Yeah. your leader Bryce Menzies. His tracker is not working currently. But Mike Walser, it looks like he's closing in on Bryce, but it's only because Bryce's tracker isn't working. Tava Fildosla is at mile 300. Bryce Menzies' tracker is currently still unable to function. So it looks like Mike Walser is pulling up on him, even though it's actually not true. Bryce is actually probably about here, I'd have to say. Probably about 380. Okay, Bryce Menzies' tracker officially updated. See, Mike Walsher was right here, right behind him, and it's now updated, and he's all the way up here at mile marker 388 or 387.